Maria Salazar, a Republican congresswoman who openly supported Trump, is now asking him to not deport Haitians, Cubans, Venezuelans, and Nicaraguans. Not sure if you guys are aware, however, Trump signed an executive order which killed the process for Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans. This process allowed individuals from those respective four countries, Haiti, Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua, to come into the United States and work legally should they have a US-backed sponsor and pass a background check. Well, now Maria is trying to protect the Cubans, Venezuelans, Nicaraguans, and Haitians that she actively voted against by asking Trump to please not deport them. Guess she didn't think that the leopards would eat her face this big.
Could you be any more further down the yeah, but not me streets than that? You actually asked for a specific group. What is it about the other groups where you feel like they should be deported? Like, it's not about immigration status. It's not about criminals and non-criminals. It's just, you know, those Mexicans. Now, we have seen that kind of mindset at play often. I've just never seen it in black and white like that. They are bold in Florida. I tell you that. They are bold.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
is.
talking about you, Matt Gates. No, I'm gonna talk about you. Yeah. Go back to Cameo. Huh? They blaming black people now?
I'm amazed of how many people from the black community are telling me to go back to Mexico, telling Mexicans to go back to Mexico because we're illegal and it's a crime. It was also a crime when your ancestors went to Mexico, when they were escaping the white people and Mexico helped them. A lot of Mexicans got killed for that. They helped them. They help your people. We didn't oppress you guys. And this is how you guys.
You a lie?
Now, I haven't engaged in any of that kind of behavior, and I find it to be beneath us. That being said, that is actually not how we repaid you. How we repaid you is voting in overwhelming numbers for the administration that wouldn't have carried this out. You want to see the numbers? That is how we repaid you. Sounds like somebody needs to look in the mirror. How did your people repay you?
In the past, black people needed Mexicans. Right now, Mexicans need you guys.
Oh, Lord, help me. Help me. Help me.
And in the future, you never know because things change. Sometimes maybe the white people are gonna need us. Maybe the black people are gonna need us. You don't know, because God give us things, give us blessings, but He can take them away so fast. So you need to be humble. You need to be humble.
I see what you're doing now. Now, I see what you're doing because she's trying to assert her citizenship. That's what it is. She's trying to assert her citizenship by doing it. It's the most American thing you could do is blame black people. That is the most American thing you could do is blame black people. That is, blaming black people is more American than Trump Crocs with American flag jean shorts. It is that American. Huh? Oh, you want to take it?
We tried to unify with everybody, all people of color. You want to know what they told us? Me no black. Me from the islands. Oh, they don't like our community. Oh, black people are lazy. This and that. Every time we try to reach out and be like, yo, we know what it's like to go through what you're going through. Let's unify, man.
Right.
I'm saying we all got the same enemy. Let's work together. They would rather choose white supremacy. They would rather choose that. It's crazy how all other people of color have a slur for us and we don't have a slur for them. Isn't that some crazy ass shit to think about? So now that they're going through crisis and things are finna happen in this country, right? To Latinos, to the Asians, to all of them, right? Things are finna happen to them. Like this is a fucking fact. Especially seeing the rhetoric that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like all the hate crimes and shit. There is no unifying. We have literally tried. We have literally had our hand out there over and over and over again, trying to bring y'all in and trying to construct a plan to fight against racism. But no, y'all chose white supremacy. They keep trying to fearmonger black people. If they do this to us, what you think they're gonna do to you? Shit, we won't be surprised. We gonna be ready though. Y'all thought it could be y'all. While y'all was sitting there watching everything happen to black folks, sitting there like, oh damn, that's crazy. Oh, y'all thought it could be y'all, huh? No, there is no unity, bro. We literally tried that shit already. Y'all spit on us. No, everything you have or had came off the backs of our civil rights movements. Every fucking thing. And for y'all to disrespect us constantly, then be like, we gotta stick together. All of a sudden y'all going through crisis? Fuck no. But I do wish y'all the best.
I hope he was listening. I hope he was listening.
Yeah, white people are not racist, and they're not racist, and it's not about the color. It's not about the color. I remember
No, she didn't.
when they were accepting all these Ukrainian refugees, thousands of them, and no one was protesting, no one was saying anything, and it wasn't about the country back then. Yeah, and it just happened. It was just a coincidence that were all white, but it had nothing to do with that. Yeah, I see. Also, for all the white people that their visas expire and they're still here illegally and they're not being targeted, that's also a coincidence, okay? No one here is racist.
Now you did a little sarcasm there. I see what you did. Yeah, I see what you did. I approve that message. Yeah, I do approve that message. What I would also say is, I don't condone any of the people that you were responding to, but if they are asserting a level of internalized white supremacy, which there's some of that in every demographic, if that's a little internalized white supremacy that's coming from the inside of the black body, that is something which you should recognize by virtue of what your people exhibited during the election, because it was far more of that over there. Don't believe me?
Well, he signed it.
Monday.com, the first work platform you'll love.
Hey y'all, this is crazy. I've been watching all this stuff that's going on. Like in the White House with Trump, with Mexicans. It's crazy to me that
If you shop at Walmart, watch this immediately.
he already said that he was going to put up a wall and deport Mexicans, and that they actually went out and they all voted for him.
Then you can claim a gift card from them worth up to $750.
It's also crazy to me that they voted for him and now they on TikTok talking about how they getting deported and it's wrong.
All you have to do is follow the link we
And
attached to this video and
black people should support them.
complete a few tasks. This only takes a few minutes. And
Who was supporting us?
Card is sent right to your email, or you can have a physical card mailed. Right now,
for
families around the world
centuries.
are claiming this in-store voucher. Don't miss out on this opportunity. It will only
I'm nice
be
to
available for
anybody
a short amount of
that's
time. Now back to Angela
nice
for
to
more
me.
news.
I treat people with the respect that I want. But
Donald Trump signed it.
look,
Now they're not going to need to go through the legal process of getting you to see an immigration judge. They can just deport you on the spot. So if you've been here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, you don't have a criminal record, they can still deport you. You're in the process, or heck, you even have already residency and or citizenship. If you get caught and you don't have documents, you're screwed. We told you, baby. We told you. So if you are a person with brown skin, you have a thick accent, you look Latino, you look like an immigrant, you don't look like them, and they stop you, and you don't happen to have your documents with you to prove that you're here legally, we told you. So now you get to live your life having to be extra careful every single day, probably scared that one of these days you'll forget your documents. FAFO. Fuck around and find out. We told you. It's not about whether or not you're a criminal. If you are an immigrant, if you are Latina, okay, if you are not from this country or your family were not from this country,
You don't belong to them. It's not just some, they want to get rid of everybody. They're going to start little by little, but they're going to do it all. Even you. We told you. We told you. And the innocent people who didn't want this now have to pay for it. However, keep in mind, you asked for this. You asked for this.
Seen some video this weekend of Latinos who voted for Trump crying because now their abuelas and their tios are getting deported.
Right.
I'm having a very hard time mustering up any sympathy for those people.
Yeah.
And look, I'm an immigrant. I know the desperation that it takes to leave your country. Amongst immigrants in particular, there is no doubt that we want anybody who had the opportunity to come to this great country and committed a crime, we want them punished, we want them deported to the fullest extent of the law. But a lot of good, hardworking people who are in our schools, who are our colleagues, who own houses and businesses here, who are the parents of U.S. citizen children, are getting caught up in this. Because it's been reported that ICE offices all over the country have been given a quota. There is no way they meet that quota just for criminal aliens. And let me just say, I think that what he's done with the military, in addition to the legal aspects that may be involved, has a lot to do with a publicity stunt. The point is cruelty. The point is instilling fear. But it's also very costly. A charter DHS flight, it's been reported, is something like $8,500. A military C-130 is $816,000. So each one of those planes is costing us, so that he can have his picture and his photo op, 100 times more what a charter flight would be. And I have been saying for 2 months that people need to get prepared, because he said this was coming and he's living up to that.
Latinos have been colorists all by themselves. Latinos have been racist all by.
And you see, it's like I always say, things come back full circle. I told people for the longest time that there is a lot of anti-black racism coming from the Hispanic community and the Latino community, and that there's a lot of colorism within Spanish-speaking countries. I spoke about the deputy gangs and the police gangs in this country. Most of those police gangs are populated by Latino officers. You look at the leader of the Proud Boys, Enrique Tarrio. You look at the leader of the Oath Keepers, Stephen Rose. His mother was Hispanic. You look at the LA City Council scandal. You look at George Santos being racist. There's a lot of anti-black racism coming from the Hispanic community that I can tell you for a fact. My wife is Mexican. She's white and Mexican. And she tells me all the time about all the racism within the Hispanic community that nobody wants to be honest about.
So not only did black folks vote in overwhelming numbers to prevent this, we also are the actual object of what you decided to vote against for a man with 34 felonies. So you will have to spend on that one. Huh? Oh, it was sexism too? Yeah, there was some sexism too. And I gave that explanation from women. You want to hear from a man?
You voted for a man who doesn't care about you at all.
Right.
And he's made it very clear.
Right.
Whenever he talks about the immigrants and he calls them rapists, murderers, killers, garbage and scum, and the worst, they're sending their worst over here.
Right.
He's talking about you too, and me. Because to him, we're all the same.
Right.
If he was walking down the street and he saw you and one of the people that had just crossed the border, he wouldn't be able to tell you apart. And to him, it doesn't make a difference.
Right.
We're all the same. They don't care. They just want to get rid of the immigrants. And I don't know if you know this or not, but there's a man named Stephen Miller that's probably going to be on Trump's cabinet. He's going to be one of his cabinet members, and he's going to be in charge of the deportation actions, right? And that man, Stephen Miller, wants to change the laws so that they can take away naturalization. You think that piece of paper that you have, if you have it, if you've become a naturalized citizen, you think that piece of paper makes you different. But in their eyes, you're not different.
Right.
I was born here, and I'm not different to them, to those people. The way they think, I'm just like all the rest of them. To them, I'm the same. So that piece of paper is not going to save you. And they're trying to make laws now. They're in the process of figuring out what they have to do to change the law to take away that naturalization citizenship. They're also looking into taking away natural born citizens, people who came here and had kids here that were born here. They're looking to take that away as well. Unless you were born here to legal citizens, that's the only way you're going to get to stay, if they have their way. Now, there were thousands of people on TikTok trying to warn you about that, what that man really was. I was on here, not making videos, but I was on here posting comments and texting people and talking to people on here and trying to get them to understand who that man really is. But y'all chose to ignore it. I don't know what it is you thought you were accomplishing by voting for that man. You think that they're going to see you as an equal, or they're going to treat you like a white man or whatever. No, you fucked up.
Right.
They're going to get you out of here. All they wanted was your vote. They got it now. They don't need you anymore, and they're looking to get you out of here. Right? Now, I don't know how they're going to do that. Maybe somebody in his cabinet can convince him, hey, it's not a good idea to deport these people. They're a big portion of our workforce, and if we deport them, the economy's going to go to shit. I don't know. Maybe they can convince him, and if they do, well, lucky you. But if they don't, you are the prime target, and you voted for it, even though we tried to warn you. So anything that happens to you, it's your own goddamn fault. You voted for it. That's what you wanted. That's what you're going to get. I have no sympathy for you. Sorry. For all of you who didn't vote for him, I'm sorry that you're going to have to go through this. I truly am sorry. And that's my message to the Latinos for Trump. You won. Congratulations. You might get your ass deported back to Mexico or wherever you came from. Congratulations. Now, to the rest of you that voted for Trump, you sold out your country for the price of eggs, the price of gasoline, interest rate on loans, the price of houses. You were too selfish and too fucking greedy to do the right thing. No, you wanted to do something for yourself. Fuck the country. Well, you screwed yourself and the rest of us in the process.
Right.
That man is too stupid to run this country. If he does what he's planning to do with the tariffs, you think prices were high under Biden? You're about to find out how high they can go. You're going to have to choose between groceries and rent. If you're already in that situation, I'm sorry for you. But if you were in that situation and you voted for Trump, well, then you just fucked yourself even more.
Right.
Because it's going to get worse. You think you won. The only thing you won was the election. You lost your country. You lost your self-respect. You lost your freedom. If Trump does all the things that he said he was going to do, we're in for a world of hurt. All of us. All of us. Hopefully we can survive it, but I don't think we're going to be able to. That man is a total idiot. And if they don't have anyone watching him and steering him in the right direction, we are all screwed. But hey, you did it. I'm going to be here to remind you about it. Hopefully, I don't have to leave the country, but if it comes to that, I'm ready. I've got an out. Hopefully you do too. Have a good day.
Now, I know all of this is going to take some deep soul searching, not to be looking and pointing the finger at others. I know that can be very difficult. But we are going to have to find a way forward, and that way is going to have to be together. So hopefully we can find some positive energy. Hope your day gets better. Shut the fuck up! Positive energy. You know what? Send that to Maria Salazar. Yeah, down in Florida. Yeah, she should see this. Hey, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. First of all, thanks to an overwhelming response when I asked whether or not you guys would want to potentially move my weekly Tuesday 2 p.m. live tonight. You guys said you did. We tried it last week, and it was amazing. So we're going to keep that going for the next week or two. So look for those Tuesday lives to be at night, probably 8 o'clock. There'll also be some members only lives as well. I tried that, and lo and behold, I can just go live anytime. That is spectacular. So look for some members only lives as well.
Crazy.
On that side of things as well.
Crazy.
Brand new email for you.
I can't believe that all of the Latinos voted for him. Like, what was y'all thinking?
Response.
He clearly stated how he felt about immigration. Like, that was dumb. And now they asking somebody else to help them. Like, come on, man. And then the part that really got me was, it's so many Mexicans that's over here that's prejudiced against blacks. Like, how you gonna be prejudiced against blacks and you ain't even supposed to be here? Then come here and treat blacks bogus.
Also, shout out to the new
That's crazy.
And members here on the channel, as
well
as those that have been
for all the
helping me
people
out.
that didn't have anything to do
Regina,
with
who's
it,
been helping me out
I
immensely
wish you the
with
best.
research,
And for the
and
people
our
that did
moderator,
have something to do with it,
Mariana and Dank,
look
as
at what
well
you
as our head
did.
moderator,
Look at
Miss
what you
Ray.
did.
I'm extremely grateful for you guys.
Look at what you did.
More to come.
Make no sense. Okay, so maybe we'll find some other articles later about this. But yeah, this is awful.
All right, folks.
Especially for the ones that's not prejudiced, but for the ones that voted for him, that's prejudiced. Now you begging people to help you. I don't know what to tell you.
Taking phone calls.
Bye.
On conference calls and text messages.